Hello, everyone. I'm Something Wicked. Welcome to the Wicked Workshop. Guys, I've got a lot of additions to my new mod, Fielded, and I want to show them all to you right now. I've built a large foundation, and I've literally gone through every single item. As you can see, there are a lot. Starts off with some of the field furniture. These are static items. It gets into the operations furniture, different corners, different types. Some have consoles, some don't. You'll see those different types of things will come in handy in a second. Okay, and then I've got all of the different types of the terminals. Okay, the different types of mission boards. Okay, a couple of other different little fancy ones that we'll get into when we get down to a different level. Then I've got a whole lot of custom workbenches. Moving into custom crew stations. And when I say custom crew stations, not only are they crew stations, but the monitors also have abilities as well. Getting into the custom scan boosters. Every single one of them is the Wicked Scan Booster. And then we've got several field generators. A large light that I'm still working on the light for. Okay. And then we'll come down over here and we'll get into the industrial items. A mega loader, a crane truck, all different types of cranes and fuelers. Get down to the ground. Okay. Also made several different types of tower buildings and structures. Little huts, things like that. As you can see, there are several different types of ships coming and going. I think there's 12 different custom cargo links with 8 different ships, I think, if that's correct. Give me 1 second. Let me get off screen for just 1 second and I'll tell you. So there's the Atlas, the Hulker, the Datura, the Little Move, the Litany, the Dirge, the Responder, and the Asphalt. Okay, each of one of them is assigned, based on kind of on the type of ship that it is, as to what type of cargo link that they're assigned to. Okay, and then we get into the different types of structures as well. Observation posts, depots. You've got your different types of shelters. A little small tent. You've got a couple different custom structures. That's a crew station. It's an outdoor bar. Okay, getting into your different types of cargo links, the observation post cargo links. And then you've got your different types of field tables, field desks, basically. Okay, into your camo shelters. All right, so let's get out on the ground and let's take a look at this stuff. Okay, so starting with, we'll just start with the scan boosters. So each one of them, as you can see, you can build on foundations or basically wherever. You can also put them like on top of buildings and whatnot. Work pretty well. I like them. Okay. Getting into the generators, each one of them has different power levels. So 50, 100, 150, 100. Okay. The different types of crew stations. Okay, this is the hacker crew desk. And when I say different types, like for example, these are different mission boards. Okay, so each one of them kind of has a different theme. Okay, that's a corner. So this is the SysDef, and so this one's the factions. Okay. This one's the Crimson Fleet. Okay. So there's just all different kinds. Mission boards, constellations, singles, doubles, even down to the cell service bounty clearance, navigation console. Okay, different types of field desk, crew desks. Okay, like for example, this one right here has the Crimson Fleet mission board, and then it's got a little handheld, the Ryujin. If I was an agent, that would work. Okay, self-service bounty clearance. Okay, if you're new to the videos, all of the like the navigation consoles and things like that also just a regular mission board. I've got one of the consoles that has all of the missions. I think that one right there. Yeah. So for example, as you can see, you've got all of your different types of missions, your constellation stuff, your Freestar stuff. And then I threw in a little reunion operative tablet there. Okay. We've got some different static furniture. A lot of different types of static furniture, a lot of different variations. Some have the consoles in them, some don't. Some of them are pretty easy to build other things on, some of them not so much. But you've got tables, you've got all different kinds of stuff. Let's get over here to all of the different types of terminals. As you can see, all the different mission boards, the Ryujin mission board. Okay, the different types. There's a navigation console. Again, that takes you right to your navigation. Okay, navigation, self-service bounty clearance. Okay, then we'll get into the screens. For example, self-service bounty clearance, navigation console. And all of these are buildable in the menus, Freestar Rangers, all of that good stuff. Okay, now let's get into the custom desktop workbenches. Okay, so that one obviously cooking. Okay, you get in, and then yeah, someone just mentioned to me the third person bug. I guess really don't mind it. Okay, here's a research lab. That's the hacker laptop. If you've been watching the videos, I changed it. I'm making it into this. Okay, here is a spacesuit workbench that is a desktop version. So basically you can build it on top of basically about anything. Okay. Over here on this side is the desktop weapon workbench. Okay, over here is the industrial workbench. This one's activated by the screen. Okay, your little guy goes inside there. Okay, here's another industrial workbench. This one's activated by the welder. Awesome sauce. Okay, and then we've got the other custom workbenches themselves. Here's for weapons. Okay, here's a different variation of the weapons. These actually work. Just a little field table, and you've got the operations desk, and you've got a little field desk. This is the one, the most recently, that I've most recently made. Reminds me of the freaking power armor station. I love it. I love it. I love it. So the mannequin itself works. He's got all kinds of stuff in there, and it's also obviously the spacesuit workbench. How freaking cool is that? Yeah, I was getting Fallout 4 flashbacks there for a second. I really love it. I like it a lot. All right, then another variation, another desk version, obviously a working mannequin, and your spacesuit workbench is activated by the terminal. Okay. Um, these are the other crew stations. Obviously, they all have different functions. All right, let's get back over here onto this side. We've got the other variations of the workbench, smaller different variations. Okay, here's a research lab for you. Figure that's pretty cool, kind of unique. All right, here's another research lab that's just on that little table, and also your field working cookbench, your field workbench for cooking. So you've got the desktop versions of them, then you've got also standalone versions of them. We've also got, like I said, here's the industrial, activated by the welder. There's the industrial field table, and you've got the operations table. Okay, and then you've got this little field desk, right? And then you got a little cart version that's operated by the little monitor. Okay, some other crazy variations of some corners. Like I said, this one's the factions one. This one right here is the Crimson Fleet. Can I get inside here? Yep. So this is I call it the command desk, I think, or something like that. Navigation, Crimson Fleet. There's your mission board all again, just a different variation. Okay, there's Ryujin and your self-service bounty clearance. Okay, another really cool thing, guys, are these little guys right here. Okay, these are landing pad beacons. So basically, wherever this thing is at, your ship will land right on top of it. You can place them pretty much anywhere. They're nice and small. So yeah, like I said, it just kind of does that. God, those things are loud. Those are the generators or whatever. Jeez. Okay. So let's go over, here, I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Will Nye's little mod. Here, let's give you a bird's eye view kind of some of the different ships. That one right there is the Asphalt. There's the Hulker. There's the Dirge. It looks like we've got the Datura landing. Oh yeah, I think that's the Hawk or the Falcon or something like that. Actually, is the base. Here's the Litany. Like I said, there's 8 ships in total. But let's come over and let's check these things out too. Okay. So here we've got the mobile crane truck. And guys, these are kind of basically, so the original one in the game is based off of this guy right there. Okay. Um, I just made a couple different little changes to it, but I did not make that. That was in the game. You'll see that around. I just did some different variations to it. These are also in the game. I gave you just the 3 different variations of it, and then of course I made this wicked looking thing right here. Look at that, the claw loader. That thing is so sick. Let's give you a little different view on it here. There we go. Look at that thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, then you've got the different trucks. I think I've got a truck out here. Nope, I've got the trailer out here. It's just basically kind of a little flatbed. The trucks are out here. Okay, we've got this big giant medium crane truck, and then the mega loader. I'm probably going to do a variation of this with the crane, with the medium crane, before I release the mod. If not, then I don't know. It's still kind of cool the way that it is. And this is in the game too. I did not make this either. I found it. But then yeah, we've got the different cranes. They give you a low crane and a high crane, and each one of the arms kind of have different angles on them, different telescopic. Especially on the truck. The truck, I had to raise the arms on it quite a bit in order to be able to get it so that it looked like he was able to get it on the pallet. But let's come over and let's look at these guys right here, because these buildings right here are basically the towers from Aquila. Um, and I just kind of made a few little changes to them, made them buildable and everything, obviously. Uh, Gave this one right here a foundation, depending on, I don't know, just kind of depending on preference. But they're all nav meshed, and you can build on top of them. You can do all this. At least last time I checked, you could build on top of them. Let me just double check this. Yeah, you can build on top of them. You can build all my cool shit. Give you some fuel tables and the beer station. That's actually a crew station, by the way. Um, yeah, this is going to be a long video already as it is. So yeah, here's the top of the tower. Um, we can come over and go inside this one too. This one's pretty awesome. Basically the same one that we went into the bottom. Got a little balcony on this side, except that it's elevated, obviously. And when I release the model, I'll have a bunch of cool little screenshots and stuff I've decorated in here before with all the little crew stations and all the workbenches and all that. Let's go now over, since we've been there, we need to go over to the other structures. Okay. Okay, so here is the first, we've got a small little tent, and then we've got a few variations of the camo netting. Okay, this is one of my favorite structures, guys. This is the observation post. Okay, basically, it's the little outside bar little area thingy canopy that's outside Aquila, and it's based off of the tower as well. Um, so yeah, just a couple different variations, a few decorated variations of it, different colors, white, gray, and brown. Your gray obviously looks more like a maroonish color. There's your brown, and then your white. And then, like I said, we've got decorated versions of them. These decorated versions have working scan boosters attached to them, so all you got to do is connect them. Where's the generator? I think there's a generator down here, but I can't get to it. Here we'll go to that. It's still going. But yeah, so this one right here obviously is off of that other little generator, or that little scan booster right there. Yeah, we'll go to that. This little bar right here is a crew station. It's an outdoor bar. I just thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, it's a crew station as well. Then we get into the several different cargo links, guys, which are kind of based off of, well, starting first, let's go over to the corner. Okay, so starting first, you've got just your regular basic like field desks. Okay, But the difference obviously is that this is your incoming cargo link or your incoming container, and this is your outgoing container. Okay. This is an IS, so you've got the same thing. You've got your outgoing container over here. Okay. You've got your incoming over here. And this right here is your fuel container. Okay. Basically a little variation with the camo net. Okay. This one is your in system, and then this one's your inter system. So your interplanetary, and this is your inter system. That's the best way to describe them, I guess. Okay. And then of course, once we get into also the different variations and colors of each one of these. Okay. And if it's an IS, it should tell you the type of ship on it too. So yeah, so this one right here is the Varun Dirge. This one right here is the Asphalt. Um, obviously the other ones. So that's an IS one as well. Yeah, because that was a decorated one. Okay. And I believe that's probably almost about it, guys. Yeah, I guess I'm not really sure exactly how long this video is ending up. Give me 1 second, and we'll tell you what, we'll go through the list. Oops. And I'll show you also too, if you're new to the videos, I've got my own category now. I did a video on how to do it, but I had issues with it in my previous mod, so I never used it because it didn't carry over the material swaps for the wall windows. But anyway, so I've got 7 different categories, guys. Nope, I lied to you. There's 8 categories. Okay. The first one is the desktop category, which has all your desktop monitors and all that stuff. There's 18 different ones of those. Okay. And we get into the static furniture, and there are 30 different types of those. You saw the big foundation over there. Then we get into the crew stations. Okay. All of these are crew stations, and there's the different varieties with all the different types of mission boards and everything like that on them. Pretty awesome stuff, as you can see. Okay. Then we get into the workbenches, desktop varieties, and also the different types of desks, field desks, operations desks. That thing, I love it. Oh my God, that so glad I made that thing. It reminds me so much of the Fallout 4 Power Armor Station. And like I said, different types of tabletop desks that you can build all that stuff on basically anything. Here, let me show you actually. We still got a little bit of time. I was gonna use this. Oh yeah, actually. Well, anyway, where's a good double desk? I'll use this desk right here. Okay. Desktop armor workbench, just like this, guys. Bam. And there it is. Okay. So all the different types of workbenches. Okay. Weapons, and then you get into your industrials. A lot of industrial variants. Right. I forgot to tell you too. I also threw in a square bulldozer. The last mod of mine had a round bulldozer, but yeah, because of all these objects being so large, guys, I use very, very small foundations. So the bulldozing doesn't persist. It only persists on the object, on the actual object or the foundation or whatever that's around it. Okay. So that's why you get the almost persistent regrowth of stuff on your saves or whatever. But anyway, so here's the little landing pads that I was telling you about before, the ones that we built right here. These things are so awesome too. Let me see if here, I'll grab one of them. I think I'm pretty close, and then we'll demonstrate it as well. Okay, whichever direction that the antenna is facing, that's the direction I believe that your ship is going to go. So we'll put it out just in the middle of this field right there, okay? And then I've got a mod that gives me control of my ship, but it basically demonstrates that there's a landing pad right there. And it's going to clip into this. Let me get rid of this ship. Bye-bye, ship. Here comes mine. So now there's no shipbuilder or anything like that. It's just literally just a landing pad, guys. I mean, I guess I could throw in a shipbuilding, a little module or a little monitor or something down at the bottom, but anyway. Okay, we were going through menus. Where were we at? I think we were at, yep, we're talking about the landing, or about the square bulldozer. Okay, landing pad beacons. This is where your antennas are at as well. I'm sorry, your scan boosters. All right, and your generators are all in here as well. Okay, the light, your field desks or your cargo links are all in here. Like I said, all the different types, guys. The observation post links. I may even throw in some of those towers and things like that. But for now, I don't. Most of these are all static, so you can build them basically anywhere, except for like the buildings. You can build these, surprisingly, on here as well. Gosh, I've got so much stuff on there now. Let me build another foundation, and I'll show you that. I love that feature on it. I wish I could say that I had control over it and that I did it on purpose, but I can't say any of those things because uh, I'm not exactly sure exactly what makes it able to stay on the ground and what makes it freaking landlocked. But where were we? Yeah, observation posts. Okay, so yeah. See, like this one will, but the decorated one won't. Bam. See, that one will build on here, but now if we go down to the decorated one, it won't. Well, maybe it's got the scan booster on it, but see, you can tell. How retarded is that? And they've got 2-click builds on them as well when they're not on the foundations. Watch, I'll show you. See, so there you go. That way you can get your level ground and all that. But they are pretty awesome, guys. You can build inside them. You can build on top of them. Awesome little structures for you. And I sank most of the larger objects so that the foundations would be more user-friendly on uneven terrain and whatnot. Okay, but let's get back into the menu because that was almost it. We're almost done. Okay, we were there. Here's your different Aquila City buildings. This one right here, guys, this one has a crazy, crazy large static base. So there's really nothing that I could have done about the level of it. I tried adjusting anyway. So that's basically what you get, but you can lift it up. I've got faith in you, and it'll be awesome. I know you'll make it cool. I love them. I love these buildings. That's the only one really that's kind of funky. Enclosed tower works just fine. It's pretty rad as well. Okay, and then of course, all of your industrial objects, your industrial machines, loaders, cranes, fuelers, all that good stuff. Let's straighten this out so that maybe it'll build. There we go. The mega loader and all of your cranes. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I say that basically that's probably over 100 objects. Um, but yeah, so this is kind of my masterpiece, and taking a lot of effort into it. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. If you like the video, hit that like and subscribe. Also, too, I want to give a shout out to Will Nye and Matt Productions. I know you guys are waiting on these mods. But yeah, go ahead and jump over to their pages, give them some love as well, guys. All right, that's all I've got for you. Wicked out.